YouTube, Porter Penmanship Planner here, coming at you with another video. Now, I am not in my normal filming space because if you watched any of my other videos, you know I have an elderly dog who right now is not interested in me going to my regular filming space, so I have to use my makeshift space in the living room. Bear with me. Anyway, so if this is your first time on my channel, thank you. Welcome for coming and hanging out. And if you've been with me before, welcome back. Thank you for supporting me. So I have had time to reflect in 2020, as we all have, I'm sure, had time to reflect in 2020. And I have determined that 2021 is going to be my best year. Now, to make that happen, there's some things I need to do. This is not step one, it's probably like step 3, but it's neither here nor there. I finally broke down and got the Budget Mom budgeting system. I have been using her printables in my Erin Condren monthly. So I'll do my monthly bills and everything, and then on the notes pages, I will tape or glue the Budget Mom printables on those pages. Well, she had a budget by paycheck book already, but I didn't get it because I just didn't get it. I don't know why I didn't get it, but I didn't. But this year she's come out with something different. She has the full budget by paycheck book, which is awesome, but I didn't get because I really have like the process and the way that I'm gonna leave my budget that stays home, and that's in my deluxe monthly. But I like to carry my monthly budget stuff with me because I don't always just do my budget at home. I do it at work. I do it when I'm waiting somewhere. I just pull it out and make sure, check my accounts, things like that. So I figured I needed to do something different, and that's what I'm doing. So I got my Budget Mom kit. This is cute. Thank you for supporting the Budget Mom. I appreciate you. It's a cute little box. And since I'm not in my normal filming space, I am going to pull this stuff out of the box and just get us some room here. Okay, so the first thing I got is this little Post-it note sticky pad. These are, I guess, like cash sticky pads, sticky notes. I use cash for my sinking funds, groceries, entertainment, dining out, not gas. Gas I use a card for, so I don't have to go into the gas station to pay. But when I calculate my budget, when I do my budget by paycheck, I can put here like how many $1 bills, $5 bills, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100 that I need. And when I go to the bank, I can just give this to the teller, and they can, because they always ask you how you want your cash back. If you haven't been to the bank or used cash in a while, they always ask. So I can just give them this, and it gives them the breakdown of what I want. So I really love this. And look how many are on here. Like, that's a lot. Looks like this is a little bookmark. I probably won't get any use out of this because I'm going to tell you guys something, and I don't know if I've told you this before, but I don't like fruit on stuff. Like, I don't put fruit like on calendars or anything, like even in my kitchen. I'm not into fruit at all. So I probably won't use this because it's got like oranges or tangerines or whatever on it, but it's not my cup of tea. And then I also got, she did a bundle. In her bundle, you had a couple of options. She had one that came with like a Filofax zip around wallet, for lack of a better word, but I didn't want that because I don't really use that in my system, so I didn't want to get that. But I did get the sticky note cash tabs or whatever, and then I got the cash envelopes. So there are 8 of these. I normally make my own cash envelopes using the Budget Mom template, but I laminate them because I get more use out of them. The paper quality here, it's a good paper, but really I'm probably only going to be able to use these once or twice before they start to like break down, because I'll be honest with you, I am not gentle or delicate with these. I throw them in my bag, I throw them in my purse, I do all of these things. So I need to make sure that they're sturdy. So I will probably end up laminating these so that I can get more than, you know, a couple of uses out of them. but they're really cute. I like the designs on them. And it looks like there is no fruit, which makes me super happy because, you know, don't like the fruit thing. So these are cute. And then you also get these, this is a hard like card stock of what you can track in your cash envelope. So it has category, it has amount, and you can keep a running total. It's front and back. And there are 8 of these. So they go with each of the cash envelopes. And again, I will probably laminate this so that I can get more use out of it. So I am super excited because 2021 is going to be my best year. I am getting it. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be my best year. I'm going to do this. I have some other things that are coming. So stay tuned because I am ready to let 2020 go. So I'm focusing on 2021 and I'm really looking forward to what I want to do. But without further ado, let's get into what I got here. So like I said, I hate on not being in like my normal spot because I don't have like my normal things that I need, but things I do for my dog because I love her. Okay, so new this year, the Budget Mom has decided to come out with like something a little different than her normal spiral budget by paycheck book. So this is like a box set. It's like a box set of individual, let me put this like this, of individual budget by paycheck months. So it's a planner, but like broken down, just say it that way. So you'll get an instruction manual. So instructions in yearly spending. Oh, look, and stickers. Always stickers. I love the stickers. So I like these stickers. I would probably use these more in my planner than I would in my budget, in like my budget book, but they're super cute. Because I don't do a lot of decorating. I do use, it's really functional, so probably not. So we have our instructions and they all open up like this. Like a threefold, trifold opening. So this is going to give us the breakdown of how to use the budget by paycheck system. So you have all of this information, which is great. It helps you use the system. So you really want to read this. A lot of this stuff I know because I've watched her YouTube videos. So I kind of already know how it works out. But you have like some yearly things that are for the whole year that's not really for individual months that you find in this instruction guide. So you have a financial plan that's going to be your short-term, medium-term, long-term goals that you can put here. This is how you can keep track of your memberships and subscriptions. So that Amazon Prime, that Netflix, that Hulu, my Simply Gilded, etc., would all go there. So I can keep track of what I do every month. And then you have some yearly savings goals that you have here, and it gives you space for 8 different savings goals. So you can give it a different description. Basically, I can use this for my sinking funds to keep track of, you know, what I have savings in those for. And then you can do your savings tracker. So here you set your goals, and here you can do your tracker for each month of the year. Your goal number is here, and then what you begin with, what you end with, so you can keep track of how your months go and if some months are worse than others. So it gives you enough space to do have multiple lines if you run out of space. And then there's also a sinking funds tracker. Now I've seen this in a couple of her other books and things. I think like you put your dollar amount down there and then you color in each one of these leaves until you hit your goal. No, I'm fibbing. Ignore me. You put what the fund is down here and you put the dollar amount up here. So, and you color off each one of these is until you hit your goal, which I think is super cute and really fun. Like, I mean, budgeting is not a fun thing to do. So having these little things that kind of make it fun, and then you have these goals and you're like, oh, I get to color in another leaf. Like, yes, I'm, you know, successful. So that's great. And then you can do a yearly spending overview. gotta tell you, this one's kind of scary for me. I don't really want to look back at everything I've spent in the year, but it's going to be helpful for me to see what I'm doing with my money. How many planner supplies am I really buying throughout the year? That kind of thing. So, you know, it'll be eye-opening, I'm sure, at the end of 2021. But if I'm going to make 2021 my best year, got to get the spending under control. So I guess I'll have to use the last quarter of this year, 'cause it's October, so November and December, to try and get my spending under control. But we'll see how that works out for me, especially when you see all the other videos I have coming up, but that's neither here nor there. And then you can do a balance review. I'm not 100% sure how this one works, but I'm sure that there are some instructions in the front on how to make all of this work. So none of this is anything that you have to guess. You have a bill tracker here. You don't have to guess any of this because all of the information on how to use your budget by paycheck method is in this instruction and yearly spending guide. So that's step number one. This is what you use as your reference, right? To try and figure out your spending, and I'm gonna put these in correctly, so just one moment. Your spending and everything like that. So now let's look at a month. We'll start with January. Now these are undated. Move that over there. These are undated. So you can really start whenever you wanted to. Like if I wanted to, I could use the October book and I can just start now. And I could just do this, you know, October to September of next year. So when next year's comes out, I can start, but I'm not gonna do that because that makes me crazy. I am uncomfortable with that, and I have some anxiety when I do things like that. So I will have to start at the beginning of the month. I mean, at the beginning of the year. It's just a thing I have. I really can't do a lot of stuff outside of certain dates. I don't like starting things unless it's the 1st or the 15th. And if it's not the 1st or the 15th, I don't like starting anything unless it's like a Monday. Like I can't start something on a Wednesday. It's a whole thing. No worries. But this will be our January book. And again, opens, trifold. So this says people around you won't always understand your journey. They don't need to. It's not for them. So I love that. Again, trifold. And you can put this workbook belongs to, and if found, kindly contact. What I like about this, which is one of the reasons why I got this instead of the big book, is because this is January, right? I can throw this in my purse and I can just have it in there and I can reference it. If I spend stuff while I'm out, or if I'm, you know, balancing my checking account while I'm out, this is in my purse. I don't have to worry about like my big, you know, planner that I have here at home that I do all my main planning on, but this is my to-go to keep up with everything, and I really think it's gonna work out well for me. So let's take a look inside. So it's undated, as I said. You do have a monthly overview. I may use the monthly overview, just copy it from my other planner just so I can have at a glance kind of look at where I am in the month. If I don't use this monthly overview, because I use a larger planner for that, then I just wouldn't use it. I might just glue these two together to just make it from the front to these notes instead of using the monthly pages. But I haven't made that decision yet, so we'll see. Then there's a thoughts and notes section here. And then we have our paycheck bill tracker. So this is what I have as a printable that I kind of had to size and then I cut and then I glue or sticky tape into my deluxe, my monthly planner on the notes pages. So this is how I can track the income coming in. This is what I budget. This is my actual. This is all of my bills. And then it has, you know, it has these little numbers. I don't know if you can see them. It has like a 1 down there and an A down there, and you use those to guide you through what you put here. So you know your leftover A, so it's going to correlate with this leftover A, and you're going to put that there and carry that all the way down until you get basically to your total. And you want to have like 0 left over. You want to have somewhere for all of your money to go. At least that's what I tried to do. So we have our bills, cash envelopes, which are what I would use these for. So I would put the name of the envelope, what my budget is, what my actual is, to take a look at that. And then your sinking funds. So I do have those as well. So that's one. And then, well, that's not just one. So since this is smaller than the normal size budget by paycheck that she does, it isn't all on one sheet or on two sheets. So this is one portion of it. And then this is your other portion here. So you'll put your extra debt, extra savings, and then you'll add the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5, and that'll be your total income. And then it has instructions here that say, 1, determine your regular bills. 2, fit variable spending, that's your cash envelopes, into your budget. 3, utilize sinking funds, extra debt, or extra savings based on your financial goals. So that's telling you how to use this. And then you have a cash envelope breakdown, which helps me get to my denomination here, so I'll know how many I need for each one that I can then transfer to here and take with me to the bank. So you have money thoughts and priorities for the month, or for the week, excuse me. That's one paycheck. All of that is one paycheck. And so it'll be repeated. So there was 1, this is 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5, you have options to do 5 different paychecks. So there are some weeks or some months, excuse me, if you're paid weekly, where there's 5 weeks, so you would get 5 checks, and that's what you could use these for. If you have multiple jobs, or if you're using this with a partner or with a spouse and you end up with more paychecks, you can either, it has 4 lines here for your income, so you can put both of your incomes here and then still probably use them. So it doesn't have to necessarily be one paycheck per paycheck bill tracker. So that's a good thing. And then at the end, so here we have an expense tracker, so you can look at your expenses for the month. So you're gonna have your date, your account, which works really well for me because I have multiple accounts. So your date, your account, the transaction, what it was, the category, the withdrawal or deposit, whichever it is, and then the ending balance. And if you see here, it has an account up there and a starting balance. So let me see how many of these there are. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 expense trackers. Again, works really well for me because I have, 4 or 5 different accounts that I use. Okay, so I have that many accounts because before I was tracking my budget, I was trying to budget by account. So I would put stuff in an account, and then I would have X bills come out of this account and X bills come out of that account, and this is my entertainment account. But it has gotten out of control, and I've had things come out of accounts that weren't supposed to come out of accounts. So I'm a little out of sorts. I need to get that under control. That's what I'm gonna do 2021. This is gonna help me get there. So I can put my accounts here and track what it is that comes out of each of the accounts. So this will work perfectly for me as well. And after your expense trackers, you then have for the month a debt payment plan. So you can plan what you want to do for your debts for that month, extra debt payments, your monthly debt progress, overall debt progress. Here you have your net worth tracker. Now I've never gone this far into my budgeting. I basically budget by paycheck and then make sure I have savings. These would be good things to do really if I want to make 2021 my best year, and that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start doing my net worth. I'm going to look at any debt I may have. And then at the end of the month, you have where does your money go? So your starting balance, your income, your total monthly income, and then you can look and reflect on where your money went. So there's debt, there's savings, there's debt categories, there's savings categories, budget categories. And here, which is different, is I can compare December which since this starts in January, the previous month to this month, to do a comparison for my monthly spending to see if I've spent more, spent less, was a little more frivolous, a little less frivolous. This is probably not going to be the best time to do it because I'm sure because of Christmas, I will spend more money in December than I would in January. So, you know, I can plan accordingly. And then you have thoughts and notes, and that's the end. And this is going to be the same for every month. But again, I love the size of it. I love that I can just throw it in my purse. And then I can have like my main, it's kind of like if I had like my catch-all planner at home, that's what like my monthly planner is for my budget. And then this would be like my on-the-go planner, but it just happens to be for budgeting. And I'm really excited and I cannot wait to get started. Budgeting, like I said, is not fun, but for some reason, doing it this way and decorating my planner to make my budget, it makes it fun. It makes it something I want to do. I look forward to it. So I am really looking forward to using this and having all of these different books. When I'm ready to do January, I will do a video of my full budget process. So you'll see my catch-all monthly planner where I do like my big picture budgeting, and then you'll see how I plan on incorporating this into my budget plan. So stay tuned because I cannot wait for 2021 to start. I mean, we have to find something to look forward to, right? So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I went through my Budget Mom budget by paycheck little system here that I have. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get started. So if you guys could be so kind as to leave me a comment, like, subscribe, let me know, like, do you budget? Is this something you think you'd be interested in doing? I'm really excited to see what it's going to look like. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Happy planning, guys. Bye.